Well, we bless the Lord tonight as we come to fellowship with the saints in Baltimore. And we're very grateful, very thankful for this chance to fellowship and to, amen, bring forth some great teaching. I would say myself, that's going to happen as we fellowship with them tonight. Uh, we are one day away from the start of our music summit, which is going to be 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. All right. The music summit again going all the way to Saturday night, August 1st. We're excited about that. We also is looking pretty. Of all the times I've been saying it for the last 2 months, it's looking excellent that we will finish the book. That the cover you see in the back of me, and also the decorations, audio is looking really great. That both going to be done this week. So what a week we're going to have. Music Summit, book release. Okay. Now, as we go into August, we are going to be celebrating the 21st anniversary of the Baltimore Church. We're excited about that. And what God's about to do with that, it is so much to celebrate. Amen. Because God is so merciful and kind that he blessed us to go, amen, to reach 21 years old in Baltimore. And that's not even counting the other affiliated or the other branches of GRC throughout the nation. Amen. The Baltimore one is the oldest one. The next oldest one would be, my God, 2011, 15 years old. We have about 4 others that's 15 years old. And we give God glory for those other 4. And the other ones, the youngest work that we started is in Wilmington, Delaware, but there are many more that's about to come. We're excited about that. It's soon going to make this all make sense, but just stand by. We're thankful for how God's blessing us to be fruitful into every good work for the Lord. So, that all being said, join us as we're doing that. I should say next month also is our Word Summit, besides the anniversary. So, I am grateful. We are a very active church for God. And these are things that we could tell you about now. They're in the next, few months. In the next few months, we're going to be doing additional things for outreach and evangelism and so many other things. And we hope by November, December to tell you some excellent news. So stand by for that. Pray for these United States because I've been saying lately to pray for the wisdom of leadership that's necessary. There's about 97 days left before the election, and we're praying that God will allow the Democrats to win in such sufficient numbers that it will stop the madness of Republicans. Okay? Because what they have done in cutting benefits, Medicaid, housing, hospital closing, trying to erase African American history, the list goes on. Listen, and that's not even to mention how many young black people have been found with mysterious deaths. Besides, there's not just Nolan, there are others. Pray for these United States because of so many unpleasant things happening. Besides the prices of everything, it's so much. Listen to this list. The list is so long, very few even have the capacity, or well, I wouldn't say capacity, the desire to list about 50 things that have gone wrong. And if I wouldn't plan to say all this, but I think that's the plan to cause so much chaos and challenges that you are exhausted to even discuss it or to respond to it. That you are shall we say, overwhelmed to the point that you are immobilized from taking action. But people of God, I encourage you to pray and ask God to give you the strength to not only pray, but to see America come back to a place of normalcy from the chaos that's been inflicted upon us by the change of administration. If Joe Biden was in there, none of this would be going on, okay? Or Kamala Harris. Enough said, all right? And I know some people don't like hearing that, but election does matter. Do vote. Maryland and New York, okay? You have to do your part. Continue to do your part. But I pray that Philadelphia, Detroit, Milwaukee, and Atlanta, places like that, all right, will step up to the point that the Republicans can never do what they did in this last almost year, approaching 2 years since he's been back in there. And I pray for these United States. I want to say this too, as I close. Listen, I've been saying for over a year now approaching 2 years with that Christ is still building his church. And I'm excited about what he's building. It is amazing. It's amazing how there are so many people who have opinions of how church is supposed to be formed, how church is supposed to operate and be done. But in the midst of all this, shall we say, disagreement on how church is supposed to be, some of you claiming that they'll never step foot in church again, whatever, Christ is still building. Even with churches that's not even really a church of God, Christ is still building. God always have a place where he's going to place his name. God always have a place where prayer is going to be made. God always have a place where people will stand together and pray. Be a part of what he's doing and continue to build the house of the Lord. And with that, I say, be blessed.